Aristotle, in his Nicomachean Ethics, tells us, "Every art, every science reduced to a teachable form, in like manner every action and moral choice aims, it is thought, at some good." For which reason a common and by no means a bad description of the chief good is that which all things aim at. And the philosopher gives us the examples of these goods to which various sciences, various choices and actions come to.
Again, since actions and arts and sciences are many, the ends likewise come to be many. Of the healing art, for instance, health; of the shipbuilding art, a vessel; of the military art, victory; and of domestic management, wealth, are respectively the ends.
But we may clearly understand that all these things are just stages to something else, to some other good. Since then all things which may be done, there is some one end which we desire for its own sake, and with a view to which we desire everything else. And since we do not choose it all instances with a further end in view, for then man would go on without limit, and so the desire would be unsatisfied and fruitless. This plainly must be the chief good, i.e., the best thing of all, for its own sake. What does this expression mean? If you do something for its own sake, you do it because it is interesting and enjoyable, and not because you have or need to do it. Fruitless. If an action or attempt to do something is fruitless, it is unsuccessful or produces nothing of value. Plainly, clearly, or obviously. We may easily guess that this main thing, this chief good, is happiness. So far as name goes, there is a pretty general agreement for happiness. Both the multitude and refined few call it, and living well and doing well they conceive to be the same with being happy. But about the nature of this happiness men dispute, and the multitude do not in their account of it agree with the wise. Multitude means a large number of people or things. Then philosopher describes us how different people dispute about the nature of happiness. For some say it is some of those things which are palpable and apparent, as pleasure or wealth or honor, in fact some one thing, some other, nay, oftentimes one same man gives a different account of it. For when ill he calls it health, when poor wealth, and conscious of their own ignorance, men admire those who talk grandly and about their comprehension. Some again held it to be something by itself, other and beside these many good things, which is in fact to all these the cause of their being good. Palpable means so obvious that it can easily be seen or known, or of a feeling so strong that it seems if it can be touched or physically felt. Apparent means able to be seen or understood. Account in this context means approach or point of view. Conscious, awake, thinking and knowing what is happening around you. Ignorance, lack of knowledge, understanding or information about something. Comprehension, the ability to understand completely and be familiar with the situation, facts, etc. Aristotle is convinced that all these people are mistaken about the true nature of the happiness, and he gives his own description. And of this nature happiness is mostly thought to be this which is always for its own sake and never with a view to anything further. Whereas honor, pleasure, intellect, in fact, every excellence we choose for their own sake. It is true, because we would choose each of these even if no result were to follow, but we choose them also with a view to happiness, conceiving that through their instrumentality we shall be happy. But no one chooses happiness with a view to them, nor in fact with a view to any other thing whatsoever. Instrumentality, the fact of being one of the most important influences in causing something to happen. Okay, if you want to know more about the nature of happiness according to Aristotle, please don't miss the next video. Subscribe to my channel.